Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, sitting next to you, Mike Brenner. Today is Thursday, March 17th. This is the College Basketball Odds Couple Show.
And it's the big dance, baby.
We're going to do it. We're going to
finally
start.
here.
Yep, here we go. Should I announce our records from yesterday?
Why not, Pete?
I was 5-1 ATS, coming in here all excited. Mike Brenner goes, I was 14-0 ATS, and I crawled under my desk.
Why?
Absolutely true. Out of proverbial shame.
Okay, well, you shouldn't be. There's nothing to be ashamed of
That's
with
right.
what you did yesterday. And together we combined, we found the value. I had 7 picks in college and 7 in NBA. I went 7-0 in both, and Pete nailed his. And you know what? Matter of fact, with that being said, before we get too deep into this, let's pan across this accountability board, which I love it because it really does. It justifies everything. Again, I went 7-0 in college yesterday with the picks. The teaser hit. Everything hit. 32 and 23. It pulled me out of the abyss. I'm at 58%. Pete went 2-1. He's 20 and 27 now, 42%. He sees the light. I'm telling you, Loshak's picking it up. Lumber Shack, as they were calling him yesterday. But March Madness is here. Welcome, everybody. We're going to do our best to do
let's
it again
get to
today.
it. Now, first of all, we're shooting this at about 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. So these are the lines right now. They will definitely be significantly different by tip-off, an hour before tip-off. But I am quoting lines as of 1 minute ago from SBRodds.com. All right, Mike Brenner, how many picks do you have?
I have 4 picks total. That's it.
4 picks. All right. Tell me the first game.
There's a lot of tough shit on that board
I know,
buddy.
Well, the lines are tightening up, and I'll tell you what. Every time I start looking at them, I get this like underdog fear. I start to think, you know what? The dog is the good play here. The dog is the good play here.
My thoughts too on a teaser with a bunch of dogs, but I just can't pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Pete.
All right. Tell me the first game that you're involved with. Don't tell me the pick yet, though.
Okay, I'm involved with the Indiana-Chattanooga game.
Really?
Yeah. Why you
we
say
might
it like
be on
that?
because that was one of my biggest bets.
Beautiful. Guess what happened yesterday? Me and you had 2 of the same bets, right? And they both cashed. I like that.
But I
no buts.
I don't know if I've ever heard. I don't know if I've ever.
My dad said the next thing after butt is bullshit. So let's quit the butts.
I'm on Chattanooga +7, Mike Brenner.
Holy shit.
What are you on?
You're kidding me. For the half?
I'm kidding you, yes.
Okay, well, I got Indiana for the half.
All right, make your
-7.
points. Go for it. Tell us why.
I just think that this team had enough games this year where they stepped up and when they needed to. Okay, they just really did. They stepped up. Chattanooga's going to get outmanned under the boards. I'm telling you, Pete.
Yes.
Indiana's bigger under the boards.
Absolutely.
They're going to dominate the boards, and that's going to lead to first half points early. And I just think Indiana's that kind of team that says, you know what, let's go get this thing. Nobody believes in us, and let's do it. So I got it -7, and Pete loves it +7.
Yeah, I bet it. I don't know if I want to take my 42% opinion and go against your 58% opinion. All right, you're going for it officially.
I'm going for it.
The only thing I'm thinking is that, look, Chattanooga's going to come in there. This is the, they know they're
their Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going to give, I think that they have the guard play to roughly hang close for a half, and then they're going to be tired in the second half. They're going to get out rebounded.
Don't start talking me out of this play. No,
I'm just saying. I'm just giving my 42% ATS opinion, and that's why I liked it so much. But you know what I mean? I mean, we do see this a lot. We've talked about it a lot.
Yes, we
how a lot of times these teams that are just outmanned, outsized, and everything, they give it everything they got in the first half, hang kind of close, and then get blown out in the second half. And sometimes
that's when the spiral.
But you don't see this happening here.
Not in this one.
Okay.
I just don't. And I may be wrong. By God, it might go south today. But, I think Indiana's going to be ready to go.
All right. Well, we've covered, anyone who's been following all of our college basketball vids knows that Mike Brenner switched from liking Seton Hall vaguely to really liking Gonzaga. Is that one of your picks, Mike Brenner? It's not.
It's so much so of a switch that I had to stay off it.
Really? Why is that? Tell us why.
I just don't feel it, Pete. Yesterday you asked me about the Rockets, and I said, Pete, I can't pull the trigger on it. And I backed off the Rockets. I said, there's something in my gut.
Yeah.
And the same feeling with that game today. And
it's -1 or 1.5 on the full game. That's not appealing
to you. Stay away. No, but I will do what I did with the Oklahoma City Thunder game. I will pop a cold one and enjoy it.
Interesting. Well, now because your opinion on that game kind of swayed me a little bit when I was doing my brackets. How do you feel about the fact that I picked Gonzaga to go Sweet 16?
I'm impressed with that.
You're changing up your opinion on that game.
No, I'm not. There's something about it. I don't know. It could go either way, and it's one of them. I got to be real honest with you.
Right.
I just can't fucking put a finger on it. Excuse my language.
Absolutely.
I can't put a finger on it. And if I
Fair
can't
enough.
do that.
Fair enough. Okay, moving on. I'll tell you one of the bets I made. Tell me what you think is. I'm sure this is not the kind of bet that you give in your picks. I took the under 152 in the Kansas game. Right. I looked over. Whenever Kansas has been a big favorite, sometimes they cover, sometimes they don't, but it tends to go under. They win like 80-50 or something like that.
Line's
like
what, 26 or something?
Right, and you got to figure that Austin Peay's
they're gonna pull the
They're
going to
slow it down, and Kansas is not going to be trying to run up the score here. They might do it in the first half a little bit. In the second half, I don't think they will. I took under 152. What do you think about that, Mike Brenner?
You know what? I think you might have something.
I bet it.
I do. I think you might have something there.
All right.
pull the trigger.
I won't try to overthink myself, and try to think of all the ways
that
it
it could
could
night's
lose.
sleep last night.
I got no sleep at all. That's why I'm in good shape right now. I'll give it Kansas under 152 on the full game. First half, not going to touch it, but that's a pick for me.
You know what? You just delivered that with confidence too.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a good day.
Now let's talk about. Got so many to talk about.
How many picks do you think you have today?
Well, I can tell you what I bet, and I'll go through all the bets as we do the show.
We do that every day. Yeah. But Pete, how about picks? Just a more or less.
I don't know. I'll let you know. But let's talk about the Kentucky game right now. It's suspiciously low line. I looked into this game a little bit more, and I said to myself, man, I just don't think Stony Brook can keep up here.
Yeah,
I bet this one on the over. I took the over and the first half over. First half over was 66.5. Full game was 143.5. It just feels like the line of 14 suspiciously low. Does this involve one of your picks?
Yeah, it does.
It does. Right.
It does. Yeah,
what
it does.
Is it?
I got them on the first half minus 8.5.
Okay.
And I thought, wow, that's suspiciously low, as you would say. And all I can say is the last 5 games that Kentucky played, Calipari had them ready early. They were not the same overconfident team from the beginning of the year, Pete. They're gelling. They're finding their groove. They think today, I don't care if it's Stony Brook. I don't care if it's Kansas. I don't care if it's Arizona. We're coming out. We're firing on all cylinders. I love it.
And you're worried about the backdoor cover. That's why you don't like the full game at 14.
And I used them on a 2-team teaser, and I used them on the half. So the half's minus 8.5.
Absolutely, 8.5 or 9. Some places have the Chris books have 9. Everywhere else has 8.5, and you're getting Kentucky minus 8.5. Okay, that's interesting.
That's my second pick.
And you read coaches. I know you do your research on coaches. That's big part of your late season success. Calipari, what kind of game plan do you think he's going to employ? Big defense, or do you think it's going to go over? Yes.
No. I think he's going to big defense.
So you don't like the over at all? Tough.
They're capable of putting up 60 in the first half themselves, Pete.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not saying that. I think they'll lock down on them, but they're going to run.
Yeah,
There's just too many guys there that are dying to get to that hoop for that team. And Tyler Eulis, I'm telling you, man, I like what's going down today.
All right. Well, we got another pick from you. And how about Providence and USC? We've discussed that game. I'm definitely leaning Providence.
USC and Providence?
Yeah, it's -2. -2 is the full game line. It hasn't moved much. I'm liking Providence there. I did bet that one a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe I'll give it. Do you have any opinion on that or any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I was going to pull the trigger on Providence and USC again. Remember, we both talked about it a month and a half ago. Pete, they look like a tournament team.
Oh, absolutely.
Things were gelling.
Absolutely. Sure.
So now, did they have a couple days to figure out the funk
Maybe they
after
did.
the conference
Maybe
tournament?
so.
I don't know. Something says, hey, Mike, stay away. So I got to stay off it,
Okay, and then also an early game, Duke and NC Wilmington. Is that one of your bets?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
That's a tricky one. Duke is a tough team. Duke is early
Duke in 3 out of the last 4 tournaments, they burnt me on first halves.
And I'm not liking them right now either.
Staying
to
off
go
of
deep.
that, Pete.
All right, and then I also bet Buffalo, Miami under 148.5.
Why are you feeling that under? If you don't mind me asking, doesn't Buffalo run? Isn't that a running team?
Yes, but they do have a lot of games where they go under when they're playing teams that are playing that style of play, and I'm thinking that it could be I just crunched the numbers. It's a lot of those totals plays are like 55, 56% type plays, so you could make a great argument for it going way over, and sometimes it does. But
that's your deal, and you do your research.
That's one that I bet. All right, hit us with another pick, Mike Brenner.
Okay, my third pick is Arizona. I'm taking them on the game over Wichita State. I just think right now it's experience. Wichita State, the Shockers, they're not the same team from the last couple of years. All right, they lost a lot of starters and everything. They put on a little mojo late in this, and that's why the line's adjusted. But guess what? Sean Miller's going to have these boys ready to go.
So, huh?
This is a coaching thing.
Absolutely,
We're
right.
going to have them ready to go, and I have no problem putting it out at 1.5 or 2.
1.5 or 2.
1.5, and I got
1.5 is one of the lines.
Pete, I love that play. I love that play.
Love it. Really?
That play. Yeah. I'm not just saying.
You're not just giving it out with confidence. You love it.
I love it. I love it. I'm going 4 units deep on this
myself.
Wow.
Really? Okay. So you're not a believer. I mean, look, Wichita State. Yeah, I can see them coming in a little bit overconfident because they do have some guards who've been there before. So maybe, but yeah, at the same time, they have the guard play. They're coming off a big win.
God, I can't wait. Matter of fact, I'm going to add this on right now. I'm going to take them on the first half as well, baby.
All right.
It's got to be 1.
I will give you the odds right now. You can get it's 1, 1 or 1.5. So -1.
All right, so I'm going to review the 4 picks I've given so far. Indiana on the first half -7, Arizona first half -1, and the game -1.5. And Kentucky go Wildcats -8.5 on the first half against Stony Brook.
Okay, and did you add your Indiana play in there? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, Indiana was the first one I read off. But then I have my 5th play is a 2-team teaser.
Okay, let's hear that one. Let's hear that one.
I got Indiana. Again, I think they're going to get it done versus Chattanooga. And if Chattanooga does do anything, like you said, they might do it in the first half.
Right.
So it's a 4-point adjustment. Indiana what was the last you saw? 11?
Indiana, let's see. Where is it? Indiana. Can't find it. Where the hell is it? Up here it is. 11.5 or 12.
All right, I'm going to take 11.5.
Yeah.
That's going to knock it down to 7.5 after the adjustment. And I'm taking UK at what, minus 10.5.
Let's see, where the
Kentucky,
hell
baby.
Yes. Where the hell is Kentucky?
Pistol Pete, you look like you did a school project last night, never finished, never turned in your homework.
Kentucky 14.5.
Simplify your life, 14.5.
14.5.
All right, so my two team teaser with the adjustments going to be Indiana Hoosiers and UK Wildcats, okay? Two team teaser that's going to cash along with my 4 plays. And damn it, Pete, I feel it. I'm not just saying that. I'm not overconfident.
Sure.
Yesterday, I'm feeling it, baby. March Madness is here.
Okay, what do you think about another bet that I did make was the over in Arizona Wichita State? Do you think that they're going to run?
Was that number?
It was 63.5 on the first half, and the full game is 136.
In my opinion,
yeah,
I think the beginning of the game, it's going to be a run show. That's
right.
what I think. Wichita State, I don't know if they're going to be shooting more than 40% from the field, though. So I can't give any insight as far as pull the trigger on a total because you dig in deep and study that.
I absolutely
But I
do.
am anxious for you to pull the trigger and put some picks out. Let's get this momentum
I'm giving just 2 picks. I'm going to give Kansas under 152. And you know what else I'm going to do here, Mike Brenner?
What are you going to do?
Chattanooga first half plus 7.
I love it.
Going against you.
Each other.
Going against you. We got a 58% and 42% guy going head to head.
Now, with that being said, are you willing to shake the hand and say I'm going to put a cold beer on that one?
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic. Absolutely. Cold beer on that one. 5 picks from Mike Brenner. I got 2 picks, and catch our NBA show later on today, and we'll be back with the Friday card tomorrow.
We just want to keep on producing.
Congratulations, Mike Brenner, once again.
Thank you.
Fucking unbelievable day
It
yesterday.
was great.